The collaborative response model is a framework to assist schools and school leaders in the establishment of effective systemic structures to support the needs of all learners. There are three main components integral within the collaborative response model. First off, collaborative team meetings. These are planned and structured opportunities for all staff working with a particular group of students to meet and discuss student needs and resulting supports. Working as grade-level teams, departments, combinations of grades, or a team responsible for a pod of students, these embedded meetings are highly formalized and place focus upon the diverse needs of students. It is really important that the discussion and collaboration occurs to capitalize upon the strengths of the team and the collective knowledge that can sometimes go untapped in a school. The collaborative team meetings are the heart and soul of an exemplary collaborative response model. Informing the collaborative team meetings are assessments. It is really essential that you think of the assessments as a way to flag students for conversations. They are not the be-all and end-all in determining student success or failure. There are three main classifications of assessments. First, there are the benchmarks for all students. These are utilized as a common screener to see which students are having difficulty and then work with the teacher assessments that are happening in the classroom to further inform those benchmarks. For those students who are flagged as having difficulty or at risk, diagnostic assessments help to pinpoint the specific areas in need of support. Once those specific areas are targeted, progress monitoring assessments are established that are directly aligned with the area being addressed and happen on a predetermined schedule, whether weekly, every other week, or monthly, to inform us of continued student growth and progress. They also help to inform us if the supports we are putting in place for students are having an impact. It is critically important to ensure that the conversations happening at the collaborative team meetings are data-informed, utilizing assessments as the conversation starter rather than the final say. So, our assessments help to answer the question of who will we talk about. Next, the question of so what will we talk about surfaces, and the answer exists within our pyramid of interventions. In this model, we articulate 4 tiers of intervention, moving from universal classroom instruction, followed by classroom interventions for our struggling students implemented by the teacher. Next come our school interventions, followed by our intensive interventions for those students still at risk. It is important that we envision students progressing within the pyramid model with increasing intensity and additional time and support over and above what the classroom instruction traditionally provides. Without that pyramid of interventions in place, we definitely reach a point in the model where conversation can be happening informed by common assessments, but we really don't have an answer to the "so what do we do now" question. Without common assessments that are established school-wide, we can engage in conversations in the collaborative team meeting structure and have follow-up actions, but sometimes we can miss students slipping through the cracks. Without having assessments as a screen to flag which students we should be talking about, we may not have a common set of expectations or standards to guide us. There can be a lack of uniformity in determining which students are our priorities for receiving appropriate interventions. Finally, without the collaborative team meetings, which are essential for the success of this framework in schools, we lack a whole child mindset. We are not taking advantage of the multiple viewpoints offered by a diverse staff team or the ability to engage in collaborative problem solving. Really, we are relying upon data as the sole determinant for our instructional response. We know in a school that isn't always what is best for kids. By establishing a collaborative response model, schools can develop a responsive framework that values and maximizes the collective capacity of those working most closely with our students. we can ensure that inclusion and the mission of all students succeeding in our classrooms is achieved. To find out more, visit us at jigsawlearning.ca. Email us at questions@jigsawlearning.ca or follow us on Twitter at jigsaw_learning.